EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry, powering his way forward. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Lets this one rip toward Graham. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boy, a little panic here early. First quarter onside kick. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. The first quarter onside kick recovered. We like these, though. They keep us on our toes up here in the booth.
No doubt about that. You know that file that we tend to keep that says traditional, conventional? Those get torn up in a big way on that one, didn't they?
Absolutely. But, hey, it works. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Rosas to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. These two teams all tied after 1. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next week, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Do what we do.
Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They're talking about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Dafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Another catch for him there. This drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try to keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They'll run on 1st down. Hobbs. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense his past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Lets this one rip toward Graham. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.